So first of all, congratulations on the film.
Thank you very much.
So this is your first film after a 2-year break. So let's start with why the break.
The break was because I felt I was becoming a bit complacent in my work, and I didn't want that to happen. There reaches a stage in your career when you become very comfortable doing what you're doing. You need to jolt yourself out of that comfort zone, because in my profession, just coasting along is a slow death. You want it to be exciting, you want it to be challenging, and I needed all of that. So I decided to just take a break and just recalibrate and come back. And I'm happy that I did, actually. It was a difficult decision to take, especially in today's generation where they have FOMO. So, there was a thought that, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
But I was somewhere very convinced that the kind of actor I would come back as, the kind of professional I would come back as, would be able to handle it. So I'm happy I did that.
Did you have the fear of missing out, the FOMO?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You're talking about a generation which has a very short attention span, so you don't want them to forget you. But like I said, the conviction in doing what I needed to do was a lot more.
Right. So what was it about the script that made you bring your comeback?
Well, very honestly, it was a script which I thought was very nice, was unique. But more than that, I just felt that Anurag directing it would give it the spin, the excitement that I was really seeking. So that interested me.
Were you not surprised or shocked that Anurag is doing a romance?
I wasn't, I mean, everybody asked me this, and I understand why. Because for me, it was the other way around. When I heard Anurag and love story, I said, okay, this is not something we hear in the same sentence very often. But how interesting when these two worlds are going to collide, and he'll make something so intriguing to watch, and it actually excited me more than kind of scaring me.
Right. Interesting. How similar are you to your character, Robbie?
I think every actor has certain similarities with the characters, by virtue of the fact that you're playing them. Temperamentally, I think, Robbie is a complete introvert. I'm more of a people person. But I hope I can have his maturity and dignity and patience. Yeah.
Interesting. I asked Tapsi as well as this. I think this film she's a free-spirited actress, a free-spirited girl, and
Yeah.
she doesn't have any of the guys want to change her. So is that like no matter how she is? So is that something that it's kind of an eye-opening view? So is that something that attracted you as well? about the
Absolutely.
story?
I think it's a very nice message to give, especially in my country, that you don't expect a lady to conform to your beliefs and your sense of values and morals. And you just love her for the person that she is, not for the person that you want her to become.
And it sounds like y'all had a lot of fun on set as well. You have Vicky, you have Tapsi, as well as Anurag. So what was that like?
It was great, both Vicky and Tapsi are absolute mad hatters. And there's this bundle of energy and talent, and it's so exciting to be around them. And that doubled up with Anurag, who's this other genius as well on set. So it was a lot of fun. It was very exciting, and more than that, for me, it was educational. I got to learn so much from all of them through their approach to how they approach their craft, and it was very exciting for me.
Can you talk a bit about Anurag's directing style? Because from what I hear, he never usually yells cut. He just has you guys perform
Yeah,
and keep.
it's torturous. He'll never say cut, and the first 2-3 times you get a bit thrown off, but then you realize that that's part of his style. He's just trying to see if something very organic, if you create a moment or something just comes out of thin air. So he looks for that one moment of magic. So that's all part of his process, which is very interesting.
Is there a genre or role you'd like to tackle in the future now that you've done this one?
I've never, in my many years of being an actor, managed to answer that question. Because, it's not a genre or kind of character. You can play a particular role, but that can have different stories and contexts around it. So that changes the character. I could play Jay Dixit from Dhoom, and he's a cop, and I could play 50 cops. But if the story around it changes, then it kind of makes that role new. So yeah, I've never really managed to answer that, because I think there's such variety you can do in this film industry.
What do you look for in a script now?
Inspiration.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
A movie you'd wish you'd done?
None. I'm pretty happy watching my friends perform in the films they've made. Yeah.
And in Canada, this film is titled Husband Material. So, what, in your opinion, makes someone husband material?
I think they should try and be as much as they can of Robbie, which is the character I play. I like the message, and it's not an easy one to do. I have to say that, and I don't think anybody's managed to do it successfully entirely. But if you love a woman, love her for what she is. Don't love her for what you want her to become,
Right.
and give her the freedom and the wings to be herself.
Oh, that's a great answer. And what's next for you?
So I have 3-4 projects already lined up, which are going to start from next month when I get back to India after we finish promoting and releasing the film. And so now it's going to be back-to-back work. Next 1 year is already filled up, so looking forward to it.
All right, really. And is that all romance, or it's a mix of genres?
Everything.
It's a bit-
It's all a mixture of a lot of different stuff.
You don't have a preference, do you?
No, I don't. I enjoy doing it all.
It's good to be well versed. Thank you so much for
My
the chat, and
pleasure.
wishing you
Thank
all the
you.
best.
Thank you
in
so
your
much.
endeavors.
Thank you.
Thank you.